Hi there, it's Gerard again, and it's the day after Donald Trump was officially sworn in as the president of our country. I have to say that I I really believe that his presidency is going to be a disaster for those forgotten people he mentioned in his inauguration speech. Uh, we have a Republican Congress that wants to gut government as a you know belief, and a president whose policies are going to be a drag on the economy, not stimulative. And let me give you a few examples. Um, if they successfully repeal the Affordable Care Act, that net uh, is a drag on the economy. Okay, it, the government spending, the spending on healthcare, is part of our gross national product. That spending from the government will go down. The nation's total healthcare bill might go up, or at least stay the same, uh, but the net effect on the economy, I think, will be negative. Any trade barriers will be negative. Absolutely. Any cuts in government spending will be negative. Tax cuts for businesses are a joke. I'll tell you why. Businesses do not hire people because they pay lower taxes. They hire people because they expect that the products and services those people will produce will be sold. Lower taxes don't generate sales. Demand generates sales. Government policy to make the economy grow fast has to stimulate what's called final demand. Where's the final demand? It's not there. Is it coming from overseas? Well, the Federal Reserve is raising interest rates, as Republicans have wanted for the last 6 years. The dollar is climbing, so our goods are getting more expensive overseas. How are we going to increase sales there? We're being priced out of those markets. I don't get it. And then there's the idea of creating barriers to trade from other countries. So we're going to increase the price of what comes into this country. And those prices will come up until the cost of production here, in theory at least, is equivalent to the cost of production there. Well, let's see. How many units extra are going to be sold when things become more expensive? I think the answer is none. And indeed, it might be fewer. So we don't have a stimulative economy, not with the policies people are talking about anyway. Uh, and I just don't see it. I mean, if I were, running an investment advisory business, I would say to lighten up on what you own, folks, because things aren't going to end well. The market has already decided that as a result of this change in power in Washington, things will get better. But the basis of that, I don't see. Reducing regulations doesn't increase in aggregate demand. Reducing taxes on businesses don't increase aggregate demand. I mean, hell, they talk about repatriating money that's overseas. Let's say Apple takes in all of its money from overseas. How's that going to stimulate aggregate demand? Apple's rolling in cash, but they'll only produce what they think they can sell. It's not a matter of how much cash they have in the bank. It's not a matter of how many tax deductions they have. It's a matter of how many iPhones they can sell. If they can't sell the iPhones, too bad, not there. That's where we are. So I want you all to think about that. And by the way, I'd be thrilled if anyone would add any comments to anything I say, because I know I can be wrong. Um, my wife says I always think I'm right, and she disagrees quite a bit. So I'd be curious. So please feel free to give me feedback. Have a good day, and I hope I'm wrong about this because I do care about my country. I feel like uh, my college hired a new football coach, and I didn't like the hire, but you still want the team to win. Anyway, till next time, uh, say goodbye.